I'm telling you, it works every time. This is a Chuck Scarborough thing. It totally works. Wow, I'm looking around the room. I tell you, the amount of flair in this room, you make a Southern girl in a tight red dress feel like the B team. I tell you. I'm way underdressed. No, we genuinely want to thank you all for coming out tonight to help us celebrate the U.S. Army's 238th birthday. I'm going to go out on a limb here and speak by proxy for all the civilians in the room when we say thank you all so much for your service. We are forever in your debt. Now, as we go through the evening, you're going to see that I spent every dime of NBC Capital I had to spend. Mostly at that table right there. But if I were to ask my grandfather, an Omaha Beach survivor, Sergeant Major Ernie Lucian of New Orleans, he would tell me it was worth every cent. Tonight, I have the distinct honor of introducing to you someone. He is the Gerard Phelan to my Doug Flutie. Or perhaps, more apropos analogy for me and you Fort Campbell boys is the 0-2 LSU Bluegrass Miracle Hail Mary. We won that game, for the record. Anyway, it is my honor to have him here tonight as our Master of Ceremonies. He's a New York legend. He's someone I'm humbled to call a colleague and a friend. He's an Air Force vet. We're going to cut him some slack on that. He's heading into his 40th year in the anchor chair. Can we give it up for NBC's own Chuck Scarborough?
Thank you very much, Jen. That was the most interesting introduction I've had from an NBC colleague since the time I was anchoring the news with Sue Simmons. And Brian Williams said, "That's what's coming up on NBC Nightly News tonight. Now back to Suck and Chew."
Man, what a night we've had, huh? Again, I just want to thank you all for coming out tonight to support not only Army Week, but the U.S. Army in general. Those Marines, they love to talk about their birthday pride. So we're hoping with events like these, we can hope to change that narrative. And I want to thank you all, especially that table in the back over there, for opening up your wallets during a recession to support Operation Homefront so we can really support the immediate needs of our soldiers and veterans. Tonight, I have two specific points of thanks to convey. First, when you're putting together an event like this, you compile a team. Once the rubber starts to meet the road, you find out who your superstars are. Army Week NYC was lucky enough to draft a Superman, a Batman, a Mariano Rivera, all in one. Colonel Christopher Croft, over in the back. Colonel Christopher Croft is our bottom of the ninth, game 7, 3-2 count closer. With Croft, you know that no matter what, when the game is on the line and it's in his hands, he's gonna get it done. And Croft, I swear to God, we love you more than words can possibly say. Can I get a round of applause for him in his mess dress? Secondly, tonight wouldn't be near what it has been without the help of one man, and subsequently the only man in the room with a face for television. Chuck, you came out, you wrangled us in line, you've led a stellar evening. As our thanks to you, we have what I personally think is an amazing and truly unique gift. Retired Major John Manley of the United States Marine Corps. We'll let those in the room. Chris, we couldn't find a single Army guy to do this? Not one? I'm going to let John Manley explain this gift for Chuck.
Thank you, Jen.
Can we get another round of applause for Mr. Scarborough? He's got to be on telly in an hour. The Soldier's Patriot Award recognizes those veterans who served honorably in the Army and have since gone on to achieve success in their civilian careers. The recipient of the Soldier's Patriot Award is one who generously gives back to the community in which he or she resides and strives to better the lives of those who follow in the same path. The award is provided to an individual who has gone above and beyond the call of duty in working with the Army, governmental agencies, veteran service organizations, and community efforts to facilitate successful reintegration of our soldiers, our veterans, and their families. Our goal is to keep our soldiers Army strong and to maintain Army values, ethos, and leadership within their communities as they continue their careers as civilians. The co-founder, CEO of Army Week, my work husband, Chris Page, will introduce tonight's recipient. Don't go anywhere. Will all the members of the 101st, past and present, please stand to be recognized and remain standing. Stay standing. We have a quick little surprise for Mr. Nelson. Now, when Chris was pitching this idea to Bill about giving him this award, he warned Paige that he doesn't like surprises. I concur, actually. When I dropped a coin on him the other day at lunch, he didn't have it. And I won the 5 count. It was fantastic. He does not like surprises. But Paige warned...
5, 4...
Oh, Christina, that's your job. You want... All right, I owe you a drink.
There you go. It's not going to be a Diet Pepsi.
It's not. And it's not going to be pretzels either, I can tell you that. But Paige warned him that he typically acts first, he'll ask for forgiveness later. So, Chris, this might be the time to ask for forgiveness. We have Mr. St. Louis, the president of the 101st Association, who flew in specially today for your event. So I'm going to bring him up. How about that? Right?
Thank you.
Well, that was our first year. That's all we've got. That's it. That's all we've got. That's a wrap. We would like to thank the executive committee that's worked so hard over the past 6 months coordinating this work. When we originally started, there was a lot of talk of sequestration and other aspects. We had huge plans for this first year. And through it all, we managed to cobble together a week's worth of activities, one of which we want to thank Hope for the Warriors and Tina Atherall. Operation Homefront, Soldier for Life, the Dixon Group, United War Veterans Council. You want to come up?
We're going to sing the songs afterwards. Just close out.
I'm a civilian. We're going to sing some songs. Anybody know the Screaming Eagles, 101st? In case you don't, we have the words. It's like Yankee Stadium. We put the words up for all those that screw it up.
Stand.
Can I get you to stand? Show some respect, Marines.